funny, but you always manage to like surprise people, aren't you?
You just come by to see the office that was almost yours?
No. Actually, I came by to congratulate you. You know, here you are, back at West Star a little over a week, and you pull off the biggest deal of the year. I mean, everybody in Dallas has been trying to buy Cliff Barnes' gas field, and you did it. You bought it.
Nice of you to be happy for me. Was there anything else?
Yeah, yes, matter of fact, there is. You see this here?
I see it.
Now here's your gas field, and here's your pipeline that goes down through here and connects up to the main.
I'm aware of that.
Well, are you also aware that your line has to go through this piece of property here to connect to the main gas line, and Cliff Barnes didn't own that, and you don't either.
Oh, no, that's ridiculous. I had my people check out the title. There was nothing in it about an easement to cross unowned land.
Oh, that was a private little deal between Cliff Barnes and myself. Here's a copy of that agreement. How about that? Your line has to cross my land. Your first move back to West Star, you spend millions and millions of dollars buying a gas field that's not going to do you any good whatsoever.
West Star can afford to sit on that field for as long as it takes.
Yeah, but can you afford to have everybody in Dallas laughing at you? Because they know you're going to have to come crawling to old JR and get that right away.
Can you believe that rascally old JR? Poor Jeremy Wendell never knew what hit him. Well, that JR is at it again, this time wheeling and dealing his way onto your Christmas tree. You can call this Christmas in July here at BRBTV as we examine a Hallmark ornament that celebrates that wonderful classic primetime soap. Baby, it's hot outside, but that is not going to stop us from planning our tree trimming for this holiday season. And securing himself an honored place on that tree is Mr. J.R. Ewing, the sometime CEO of Ewing Oil and resident of South Fork Ranch in the great state of Texas. Hallmark has just released this keepsake ornament commemorating JR and the amazing actor who portrayed him, Mr. Larry Hagman, who died in 2012, basically during the second season of TNT's Dallas reboot. That show ran 3 seasons long, and they killed off the JR character at last during the second season, although JR had died in later 2012, right before that second season actually launched. I think it launched in January. So it was a bummer. I liked that show. I thought it was very well done, and they gave it the old college try. They really wanted the show to go on without JR, and I thought it was very captivating even without JR, but it was canceled after 3 seasons. But really, this is a tribute to the original Dallas that ran on CBS on Friday nights, where we all met and loved and hated and loved Mr. Larry Hagman as J.R. Ewing. This ornament was released on Saturday, July 9th. And I could have held this episode of Terrific TV Toys until the Christmas season. It would have been perfectly appropriate. But, I thought I got it on the day it came out, which I don't always do that. So I wanted to roll out with it right now and take a look at this guy. So this is what we're considering an out-of-the-box experience. So let's take this guy out of his box. His packaging does not really have anything about Dallas on it. Just the photo and some general verbiage. Unwrap him from his paper, and there he is, wearing a nice beige suit. That's very typical of what the actor wore on the series, and he's clutching his cash there, because he was all about the cash, He's got his hat here, and little hook on the top. Or a little eyelet for a hook to hang on your tree. And then it's got the lettering of the show there. And he's standing on kind of a grassy platform there. But let's see what happens when we hit that. Oh, nice. see on the bottom of the base, we've got a battery door that takes a little screwdriver if you ever need to change out the battery. And it looks like it's got some copyright information. It's got 2016 and Hallmark Manufacturing Company, LLC. All right. Wonderful, wonderful tribute to the man and the character. Now, I will clarify one little thing. He is a character who basically appeared through the entire run of the original Dallas series, and there were 357 episodes of Dallas, just to clarify something that Hallmark has on its site about this ornament, not 356, and I think some sources have always considered that JR and Larry Hagman were in all episodes but one, so they credit him for 356 episodes out of the 357, and I've kind of subscribed to that theory too. The episode in question, I think that leads to confusion. Season 4 opener, No More Mr. Nice Guy, on November 7th, 1980. Larry Hagman was out on a contract dispute, and so he basically was not on the set when they were shooting this episode, and it was the aftermath of the shooting, the very famous shooting of JR, and so he was trying to negotiate his contract. They were shooting the episode without him, so basically through the whole episode, you see the aftermath, these characters dealing with, oh my gosh, JR's been shot, who did it? They're trying to find Sue Ellen. Sue Ellen's been missing. Ray's looking for Lucy, and all this other stuff is going on with all the other characters. And then you see a guy on a stretcher that kind of looks like JR, but they use another actor and obscured his face. And then finally, in like the last minute or two, you see Larry Hagman. So really, he basically wasn't there for that episode. I think that's why there's a little bit of confusion as to exactly how many episodes he appeared in. But he did show back up to the set, and then his scenes, at the very end of that one were shot and put in that episode. So there you go, 357 episodes of the show. His character was present in all of them, you can say. And the actor was basically present through the whole run. And we love him. Oh, goodness. He was just such a groundbreaker as far as primetime soaps and TV in general. So he will forever be remembered. And thank you, Hallmark, for offering us this wonderful tribute to him.